Hi guys, so this is what are they thinking about you. We're going to do crystal visions and this is my dog Poppy. She wants a bit of my attention. Deck number 1 is crystal visions, and deck number 2 we're going to do the everyday witch. So have a think about that person, what you want to know. Deck number 1 and deck number 2, what are they thinking about you. Let me get their energies and we'll go into them. Right, baby. Okay, let's do. You see the little paw coming up. Sorry, guys. That is my girl. To me, absolute world. Okay, deck number 1. There's the pick. Deck number 1. Let's see what are they thinking about you. What are they thinking about you? Deck number 1. Thinking about you. I'm thinking about you. That's what I was just gonna say. Let me get 2 more. Okay. So this person has got a lot of feelings towards you. This person is really into you. They think the world of you, literally like loving you, finding that you are their peace, their serenity, their power. You are everything they want in a person. The world, top card, ace. And the next one is a celebration. So they've got all these really, really good thoughts and feelings towards you to begin with. So on surface level, it's really, really good. Then we start going under the surface and they are feeling quite hurt by you. Something happened where they were lied to or deceived, possibly not by you. If it's not by you, it'd be a previous relationship. And they're just feeling like they're on the battle, they're fighting all the time. They've had enough. You know, they want to trust you, they want to give you their all, but they are struggling. They are struggling to see past it. I also feel there's a lot of superficial fears, maybe commitment, things like that. They've got a lot of support around them, people trying to help them through it. I also feel that you are being quite supportive to them. And they have got these overwhelming feelings of you. They do really, really like you. They do really like you, but they're just a bit unsure about how to move forward. We've got the Fool card. So what they are doing is they're taking a leap of faith. They're going to go with it. They're going to follow the emotions. They thought, you know what, if I get hurt, I get hurt. Let's go with it. You've got the Magician, which is standing in power, being strong, knowing what they want, taking that leap of faith again and going with it, manifesting everything. You've got the Hermit, which is them going inside of themselves to seek the answers. If you are not in contact or if you are quiet with them, don't panic. This is them just going inside of themselves to see what's going on, to see how they feel. They know how they feel. They know like their heart is burning. They know it all, but they have that mental block going on. Which is to do with this 7 of Swords. It's not a biggie. It's not a biggie at all. They've got the King of Cups, which is again him or them knowing their personal power, knowing how they feel about you, feeling all the strong emotions, feeling the love, wanting new beginnings. They're just out of balance with it. So they're just having fears now and again. They know what they want 1 minute and then they're like, the next. That's what they are saying. Anything else about how they feel? 6 of Cups, looking at memories, wanting to take the lead of take the lead in the situation, not feeling quite strong enough to take the lead, but getting there slowly but surely. They're on the road, on the road to wanting these new beginnings with you. Again, love. They do love you. Lover's card. Anything else? These are really good cards. You should be dead happy, those that picked deck number 1. If you wanted to know how they feel about you, they love you. A little bit jealous, can be quite jealous, but also they always think they're right. So if you're battling on who's right, who's wrong, they will always think they're right. But they can get a little bit jealous over you, a little bit possessive. They will keep that to themselves. They will not let you know that. You are the Queen of Wands. They see you as a strong, independent person. They see you as their personal strength. They see you as the power. See you as the feminine of the lion's pack, which means that, you know, the male lion just stands there and looks pretty when the females go do all the hunting. They know how you feel about them. They're quite confident in you and them together as a relationship. They want a little bit more freedom from you. And you see the bird at the top. They want a bit more freedom. They don't want you to be in their thoughts and in their actions all the time. They're clinging on to stuff that has happened in the past, but they're also trying to be set free of it. So if that makes sense, they are up and down, yo-yoing around, but they're okay. There is a lot of love there. So much love. That's good, isn't it? Oh, that was well squeaky. That's good, isn't it? Is what I meant to say. Yeah. Yeah, let me just get one more. So these are just your cards about how you can move forward with them if you want to get them into relationships or new beginnings. Yeah, okay, let me just, I want one more. Thank you. Okay. So you're likely to be coming up to a crossroads with them, feeling heavy burden, feeling like there's a lot on your mind. There is more on your mind than there is on theirs. They are pretty sure how they feel. You're the one which has more of the worries and concerns in your head. It's more you. You're feeling stuck in this situation. You're not really sure what direction you're meant to be turning in. You will keep forgetting how they feel about you. Don't forget it. Don't put it to bed. Remember, they love you. You've got so many love cards here. It's unbelievable. There is a lot of love. 9 of Cups. What do you want? Make a wish. It'll come true. Have a think about it. If you want to be with them, let it happen. There's so much love and passion and energy, and these cards feel so good. There's a really good feeling going on. Page of Cups is your new beginnings with them, or rectifying old beginnings with them, starting again. Top cards. Deck number 1, be happy. They're really good cards. So much love there. They are thinking they love you. They are thinking of the future. They are thinking what happens next. Where do we go? What do we do? What can I do with them? But yeah, don't cling on too hard. Give them some space. They will come. If they're not in your life, they'll come back. If they are in your life, they'll probably declare their love to you. Just really, really ace cards. About how they feel about you. Should be dead happy. Right, deck number 2. Deck number 2. How are they feeling about... No, what are they thinking about you? Woo! Deck number 1, they know themselves. They know their mind. And you can't change it. They know their mind. They know that they love you. You need to start believing it. Right, apologies. Deck number 2. You tell me how the person is thinking, what the person who's watching deck number 2, what their person they're thinking about is thinking about them. Did you get that, cards? Deck number 2, what is the person watching, their person they're thinking about, what are they thinking about them? See, that makes sense. That's not going to confuse the cards at all, is it? What's their partner thinking about them, or their lover, or the person they're thinking about them? That sounded better. Whoa, you're not working there? Okay, let me do that one more time. Come on and celebrate. Right, deck number 2. What are the people that have chosen deck number 2? What's their person thinking about them? One more. One more, please, for the current situation. Okay, so at the moment they are in conflict with you. Part of them knows that they want this, you know, that they're not unsure about how they feel about you. Well, they are unsure about how they feel about you even. Part of them knows that they love you, but part of them is just cannot be dealing with all the kind of stress that goes with it. Roll my eyes at them. So this is a card of walking away, leaving a situation. It's possible some of them have left at this point in time. They cannot cope with all the emotions that are being brought up. Some of them are purging. It's either you that walked away or them, but this is where you are at the moment. These cups are filled up, they're trying to overflow, and it's just turned your back on them, or they've turned their back on you. Love, turning your back on love. That's what that is. They're having a period of rest, and you're having a period of rest. Everything's just healing the heartache, healing the pain, feeling like everything's been really heavy. And it is, some of you need more sleep, some of you need more water, I've just heard as well. You need to cleanse your systems, cleanse your bodies out, whilst all this is kind of going on. They are thinking about what to do. They are thinking whether walking away was the right idea. They are in conflict with themselves over it. They are in conflict with their heart and their head. They are in conflict with their logic and their emotions. They are just in conflict with everything with regard to you. There is one side of them which is really good, that they're really happy with it, and one side of it with all the love, Six of Cups, thinking of happy memories, wanting to see where the future goes. But then they have the other side, which is then they have the conflict. Sorry, let me show you that again. So your memories, your conflict in the middle, and then the walking away. So this is like their head at the moment. These three cards are like their head in a row. That's what's going on. They're really confused. 1 minute they're thinking memories, happiness, we can build. The next they're going, oh, I don't know. And this is the conflict in between. That's what's going on inside of their heads whilst they're taking this rest period. Some of them have the tendency to overthink. It's likely that they're going to come back and fight for you. If you are not fighting for them, they will come back and fight for you. The emotions will win in the end. How they feel will win in the end. But this is where they are at the moment, in conflict. They don't know which direction to take. They want to toss a coin. You've got the tower in the background, which hasn't fallen down yet. It's standing stable. Possibly a few potential tower moments for you, so that things can fall apart, so they can be rebuilt in the right direction. You've got the celebration cards at the end, so that would make sense. I'll tell you about them in a second. Let me just get a few more about how they're thinking about you. Fears again. You know, these card spreads, so many of them are in fear. So many of them are in fear. Overblown fears, not little fears, which kind of goes up with the conflict side of things. They're not entirely sure what they're meant to be doing. Money could be an issue also. They're fretting about money, they're being needy, or you are being needy with the cats clinging on. It's kind of temptation and all sorts of things going on in this card. Volcano at the back, not quite erupted, but potential blowouts, potential arguments. This is them standing firm in their choices, firm in their decisions, feeling like they know what they want, but you know, this is all external. What's happening internally is a completely different story, because whilst they are showing you this side of them, inside it is completely different, and they have a lot of feelings there. And they've got to Judgment Day. They're at Judgment Day. They're thinking, what direction do I go in now? Do they play their own tune, or do you follow them while they're playing the pipe? Don't know. What they do want though, they have got these ideas in their head. The celebration, happiness, partying, and happy families. They do want this. But they are really battered in the head. They're battered in the head. They are so in conflict with themselves. They are worried that if things progress with you, that it won't work out, and they're going to end up being dumped or rejected or left alone in the dark. That's what they're feeling. That's what they're thinking. There is love. When there is love, there is a way. But you know, it's all choices. It's all decisions. It's all which direction to go in. They are weighing up their choices. They are weighing up their decisions. They are working out what they want. That is what they are thinking. But the good news is they have good thoughts about you. The Star card, they want this with you. But they are just so confused about what the right decision is to make because their head is battered. Their head is completely battered. There's such... Do they walk away and try and get on with their life? But that heart pull will always be back to you, you know? That's what they're thinking. They don't know the full extent of it, obviously, because they probably haven't watched this video, but that is what is going on as a collective energy. As the collective, obviously every circumstance is completely different, and we can look at it in a private reading if you want to book it, but that's what's happening. Fear. Love, but a lot of being frightened. Scared of the future, scared of what to do, scared of what steps come next, scared of 2 years down the line, like, is it going to work out, is it not going to work out, am I stuck, am I confused? But there is love. There is love, and they want that. They do want it. They do want to be with you, but their head is, it's not allowing them at this point in time. They're working it out. They're working through it. If you're not in contact, that is specifically why you're not in contact, because they are trying to work out what they want. A little bit selfish from their part if they've just completely ditched contact. I always think you should text them and say, I'll be back. You know, but that's what's happening. That's what's happening. But don't doubt how they feel about you. Do they love them? Don't doubt how they feel about you. They're just trying to think of a bigger picture, and there are more people involved in this situation than just you and them. Kids, maybe third parties, scared of being heartbroken, scared of hurting other people, so they're doing nothing. It doesn't mean they don't feel strong feelings towards you though. Let me just get one more. Yeah, you've just got to go with it. You just got to go with it. You've just got to take a leap of faith and know that everything will work out. Know that they love you. Know that. And try not to cling on too tightly. Let them be. Let them have that space. Let them think it all through. There are some bright, beautiful futures for a lot of you. And like I said, it's not like they don't love you. They're just really, really being little babies. A bit scared. Magnified, worrying about what people think, worrying other people's point of views. But there is love. And that is what's happening, deck number 2. Okay, if you want to book a private reading, email mysticlovetarot@gmail.com. If you have any ideas for videos that you want me to do, email, no, don't email, write in the comments box. If you're new and you haven't seen me work before, hit subscribe, because I'm new and building up my subscribers. They're coming. So yeah. And also, yeah, like I said, the Zodiac posts, the Zodiac videos are now up, and they're not in the right order. They're like mixed up with the other videos. So go and have a look. They're proper juicy. There's some really good ones in there. All right, guys. Take care. Have a good weekend, and I will probably speak to you tomorrow. Later, sweet.